aren't I visible? Okay. I see how it is. Where the hell are... Where are you? Why aren't you here? Why aren't you visible? You're literally me. You should be better than this. Okay? Get there. Criminy. Well, we've all had a fucking week, haven't we? Hi everybody, my name is Mitsuda. I'm in a lot of pain all the time. Should I clip that? I legally cannot stop you. Anyway, where was I? I'm Mitsuda, forensic scientist. Still, for some reason, playing this Otome game, even though they gave up on, having courtroom drama sections, like, an entire game ago. Anyway, last time we completed a chapter, we unlocked this thing, which is Conrad's side story. Conrad is an evil man in a position of great power within the federal government. For some reason, it seems relevant, so that's what we're going to do today. Boop. What do we expect from this? I haven't a clue. Which is kind of exciting. Yes, okay, he has recovered the Penske file. We're all very happy for you. See, he says that, but his written report is just the words, "I love you, Conrad, please don't kill me," written 500 times longhand in a row. And there's the man. Doesn't he just look so inimitably punchable? His nose is just one line that's crooked slightly. Who even does that? And I look at him, and he looks at me. What, could you not tell by the fact that it includes a skirt? Not that there's anything wrong with that, I just don't have the hips for it. Okay, you're pardoned. Now those are the words of a man who is definitely not in the process of committing a crime. Well. My God. That's the evil kidnapping room. Why do we have one of those? Okay, see, Prince Lucian does have the hips for it, so I could totally see this. A sweet aroma tickles my nose. Nothing here should produce such a scent, yet it is as though a bed of roses blooms within this room. The source lies upon the bed, limbs as limp as a corpse. I'm beginning to suspect that was not Anastasia's voice. She doesn't respond. Her pale legs look alluring in her single thin layer of lingerie, but they also look cold. Though her hands are chained together, she could at least throw a blanket over herself. God, I have to do everything around here. I brush fingers over her skin, and she shivers. She is as chilled as I anticipated.
いくらヒストリカが温暖な国だからといって、そんな格好のままでは風邪をひくよ。これを着ていなさい。
I placed the jacket I had been holding over her shoulders. Now she's been glaring at me since my entrance. Her expression shifts upon seeing the jacket. There's a jacket joke in there somewhere, but I think I'm a bit above that. Gasp.
ああ、覚えていたか。よかった。そうだよ。これは君の上司だったクライオス・キャソロックのジャケットだ。彼が先々代の国王の妹の孫だということは知っているね。人望があって容姿に優れ、実力は折り紙付き。ヒストリカの宝とも言える騎士だった。
Grandchild of my own grandfather's younger sister. Conrad, I feel like you could have simplified that fraction a bit for the audience. Like, I'm sure there are some people in the audience who appreciate the level of detail you're given, but I kinda just want to know who I need to kill. Or solve the murder of, or both. Sometimes even both. I have a weird job.
しかし無駄に王族の血を引いているせいで、一部では彼を王にしようと企む者たちがいた。そんな暴論が通じるわけはないが、いつかは処理しなくてはいけないと思っていた。
Oh my god, he's killing off all of our love interests. What a dick.
けれどなかなか隙を見せなくてね。彼は腕だけでなく、頭もよく回るらしい。どうしたものかと考えあぐねていたら、君のおかげで進展があったんだ。
You gave me the hint I needed. It was up, up, down, down, left, then right, then left, then right.
ああ、君だけでなく、ティレルの死も効果があったのかな。友人が殺され、可愛い部下を捕らえられ、さすがの彼も冷静ではいられなかったようだ。
You know, this is very rapidly going worse than I anticipated.
もう一人、キャソロックに組みした男がいたそうだが、取り逃がしてしまったらしい。国内外に賞金付きで指名手配した。一生追われることになるだろう。
You know, in hindsight, I'm not sure why this wasn't Plan A. Anime girl noises. Tears flow down Anastasia's cheeks. Each exhale is a sad, forlorn wheeze. I keep telling her she should cut back on the cigarettes, but does anyone ever listen to Conrad? Yes, of course they do. That's why I'm here. I'm so evil. I place my hand on her cheek and kiss her. Smooch. When I kiss her, I place my finger between her back molars. It is unsightly, yes, but it is a necessary precaution. I can't have her biting my tongue, after all.
こういう時、つくづく思うよ。君の喉を潰したのは失敗だった、と。舌を抜いたのは適切な判断だった。君はすぐ舌を噛んで自殺しようとするから。そんなことをしたら、死に戻りが発動してしまう。でも喉は、そのままでもよかったな。君の悲鳴も強制も、もう二度と聞けないなんて、本当にもったいないことをした。
Okay, someone like you know, I'm not exactly experienced in this field. If I'm wrong, someone feel free to tell me, but I don't think this necessarily qualifies as safe, sane, or consensual. Dot, dot, dot.
まだ震えているな。上司のジャケットでは温まらないか。死んでも役に立たない男だ。
Yakrias. You had so many feathers. What, could you not include a few of them in your jacket? God, you're so useless.
アナスタシア、君に謝らなくちゃいけないことがある。ティレルを殺し、君の大切にしていたメイドも殺した。こうしてキャソロックも処理できた。痛みを与え、恥辱を味わわせ、できうる限りのことはしてきたが。
I've committed so many crimes. And yet, I'd give it all up for the chance to commit a few more.
ネタが尽きたとでも言うのかな。もう君にしてあげられることが思いつかないんだ。すまない。想像力が欠けているばかりに。
Gods, what a spectacularly awful human being. I know this is definitely the level of deep, insightful commentary you will come to this channel for, but you know. But God, what a piece of shit.
俺は昔からこうなんだ。殺すか、犯すか、痛めつけるか、そのくらいしか浮かばない。もっとできることはあるだろうに。
I'm sure there's so many more options out there, like maiming, or disemboweling, or harming, or bludgeoning.
原因は分かっている。俺には大切なものがないからだ。一族の名誉を取り戻すことにあんなに必死だったティレルが最後には君を選んだ。
Hey, we all saw that. That happened last episode.
地位も名声も手にしたキャソロックが友人の仇を取るために、君を救うために全てを投げ捨てた。
Hey, we all saw that. That happened the episode before that.
彼らの気持ちがみじんもわからない。なぜそんなことをしたのか、何に価値を見出したのか、さっぱり見当がつかないんだ。少し前まではそれでいい、それがいいと思っていた。だって他人のために命を懸けるなんて無駄じゃないか。命はかけがえのないものだ。大切にしないと。だから俺は王になれた。
Did that help
俺が
any?
即位してからヒストリカの国力は右肩上がり。小国とバカにしてきた周辺国も認識を改めた。
Did it not? I don't... It did. Okay, cool. Problem restored.
すべては優先順位を間違えなかったおかげだ。俺はヒストリカそのもの。俺自身の価値を上げることはこの国の価値を上げることと同義。ならば彼らが愚かなのかといえば、まあ愚かだな。結局何もなせずに死んだのだからフォローしようもない。だが
Realizing that your entire existence was a bit of a waste of time, Connie.
もし
Because,
俺
like, I
が
could have told you that for
彼
free.
らのように人を愛することを知っていれば、自分以上に大切な存在がいたら、俺は キャソロックは香水を使っていたのか。君の香りと混じって邪魔だな。もう捨てていいかい？この際だからティレルやルーシェンもダメ？死んだ男たちの服を抱きしめるなんてずいぶんいじらしいことをする。君がそうしたいなら構わないが、彼らは嫌がるんじゃないか？自分たちの抜け殻の上で君が抱かれるというのは。
I don't think clothes really count as empty shells. Do you think clothes count as their owner's empty shells? Write your opinions in the comments below. Also, this is really fucked up and I don't appreciate it.
なんて、人の心のわからない俺が口を出すことじゃないか。悪かった。忘れてくれ。
Meanwhile, thousands of miles away.
昔、父が俺に意志をつけたことがあった。彼は、俺のこれは、王城という特殊な環境、王子としての重圧が原因だと診断した。
You know, his unique affliction of being a complete and total piece of crap.
聞いた瞬間笑ってしまったよ。別に特殊だなんて思ったこともないし、重圧なんてくだらない。むしろ困難であればあるほど充実したよ。赤子の頃の記憶なんてないがね、この世に生まれ落ちた瞬間からこうだったと自信を持って言えるよ。
We can talk about people's backstories and origins all we want, but you go back far enough, eventually you find a generation whose problem was just someone was born with their brain the wrong shape, and now they have an uncontrollable desire to hurt people. I cannot make anything else make sense.
アナスタシア、君は8年時を戻しただけで人生を変えられたと言っていたね。その柔軟さ、実に羨ましい。
I can link my wrists, putting one hand over my shoulder and the other hand, like, upward, like, downwards behind my back. Are you jealous of my flexibility, Conrad? No? Okay.
俺は、俺に満足している。俺の人生に無駄なものはない。最短ルートでここまでたどり着いた。後悔なんてしたことがなかったんだ。
Okay, but does that explain why you're not wearing a shirt? I feel like that's a pertinent question. I mean, you lecture me about being about to catch cold, criminy.
だけど、こうして君と肌を合わせていると、無力感に苛まれる。だって、俺が何をしても、君の目から光が消えないんだから。死ねばすべてやり直せるから。やり直せば、俺に勝てると思っているから。はあ、悲しいよ。まだそんな希望を抱いているなんて。
You should probably wash those at some
大切
point.
な部下だったんだよ。優秀で、どんな命令にも従ってくれた。一番重宝していたのにね。
Like, I'm just saying, blood seeps really deep in there if you let it settle. The longer you put this off, the worse it's gonna get.
ティレルがもっと協力的だったらな。あいつ、ちっとも悲鳴を上げなかったろ。君も退屈だろうと思って、 さっさと殺してしまった。他にも結構な無理をしたよ。何もかも君のため。その凛然とした心をねじりつぶすためにやったのに。成果はなかった。
I just don't understand it. Tried being mean to you?
敗因は分かってるんだ。例えばキャソロック。せめて死体くらい見せてあげるべきだったのに、父親の公爵が持ち去ってしまった。あのメイドもそうだ。君の目の前で犯してみせるとか、その逆も楽しめただろうに。けど、それについては俺に責任はないよ。俺はちゃんと部下には生きたまま捕らえろと言った。なのに誤って殺してしまって。はあ、もったいないことをした。
Yeah, they tripped and fell knife first onto her. 17 times. In a row.
今だからわかる。すべては俺が愛というものを理解していないせいだ。愛の尊さを知っていれば、効果的な踏みにじり方も分かっただろう。価値を感じられていれば、握りつぶした時の快感もひとしおだっただろ
You know, I'm not entirely sure that's how that works, actually.
う。ああ、俺が彼らのように愛を知っていれば、もっと長く君を苦しめてあげられただろうな。君から希望を奪う方法も思いついただろうに。人間にとって愛はなくてはならないもの。そのことを君が教えてくれた。ありがとう、アナスタシア。
He's such a complicated three-dimensional villain. No wonder there's so many totally real, not made up, deep character dive videos on him. I mean, he just has so many different opinions and beliefs.
それでね、お願いがあるんだ。君にしかできないことだ。
You see, they just released a new Funko Pop that I really want to buy, but I need to bum some cash. Poke.
過去の俺に愛を教えてやってくれ。
You know, I'm not entirely convinced this is going to make her want to help you. Like, I admit I've never been super good with women, but,
ああ、君の血は温かいね。気持ちがいいよ。君の中に全身で使っている気分だ。一人の少女が愛を知らぬ哀れな王子に愛を教える。素敵な物語になりそうだ。次はもっと長く深く楽しもうじゃないか。そのためにも頼んだよ、アナスタシア。
her shivering lips move ever so slightly. I will kill you. Why? I've been so nice to her, though. He sees the lighter side of everything. Even in death, she does not lose hope. I have no choice but to admit I could never best her. But this does not mean I have lost.
君はもう何度死んで蘇っても俺を無視することはできないだろうね。俺への復讐を放棄して他の男と幸せになるなんて絶対に不可能だ。そうして俺は永遠に君の心に住み着く。
You know, you might find this a shock, but I've never made out with a girl with no tongue before. I wonder what it feels like. Her breath is mine until she has breathed her last. I lean over to whisper into her ear.
愛してるよ、アナスタシア。
Okay, that was significantly shorter than I was expecting, actually. I haven't looked at the extras menu yet. What's in here? It's lit. Okay, yeah. It's about what I was expecting. Okay, I mean, granted, Conrad's not exactly a complicated human being, so I'm not super surprised. There wasn't a whole lot to him, but I was kind of banking on that being our episode. I wanted to do Zen. No. What are you yelling at me about next? What is, have we done this yet? The Prayer of Tyrell. I didn't realize how I felt about her until I accidentally heard her. Tyrell's voice is kind of high-pitched, and I don't really know how to handle it and still make him sound appropriately attractive. It's a bit weird. Sorry, in advance. Please stop this. I'm not your master. I'm not Norna. I want you to treat me the same as you have up until this point. Until this point? How am I supposed to know what happened before the Fatal Rewind? I forgot everything the moment you died. It's kinda how that works. Mr. Tyrell. It felt nice hearing my name said with so much affection. Apparently some previous version of me made some good headway with her. I can tell just by observing her. She doesn't pry, and she doesn't disavow me. Being with her feels nice. Comfortable. I can trust her. One human to another. Our pace is matched. We've known each other an entire day and I haven't stabbed her in the back yet. I'm an improvement over the last guy. Because I thought one day, if I ever actually fell for someone, I'd want it to be someone like her. She's the reincarnation of the goddess, someone I'm sworn to protect as a member of the Ishii clan. And she even likes me. Maybe when you put it like that. What are you talking about?
今までのことを振り返ってみたんだ。お前は俺のために存在していると言っても過言じゃねえ。
Okay, don't make it weird. I won't deny that. No, Annie, that's the sort of thing you should absolutely deny.
そうだよな。じゃあ、自分がおかしいことしてるって分かってるよな。
Ridiculous.
いや、今の言い方は良くない。
You stop that? What are you doing? Sure.
この花は何だ?
Roses. Yellow, specifically. I saw them in town and purchased them.
なんで黄色のバラを選んだ?
Thought you might like the color. And I thought they might look nice when placed next to the Ichiglux flavus. Oh, and the florist also told me about what they symbolize.
はい、逮捕。
Damn. Arrested for flower crimes. How did they know? Huh?
なんだよ、知ってて選んだのかよ。
Wait, what do you mean? Tell me.
黄色のバラの花言葉は友情。他の国じゃどうか知らねえが、ヒストリカでは友人に贈るのが一般的だ。つまりお前は俺と友情を築きたいと意思表明したことになる。
Gasp.
お前は友人相手にあんなことやこんなことをするんだな。こっちは本気だったのによ。ああ、悲しい。傷ついた。
Anastasia, I have shown you my top surgery scars and let us bang. I like to think we've got beyond that point already. But wait, I should have done more research. I'm sorry. I'm so delightfully devilish. Even though there's no truth to my accusations, she apologizes without giving any excuses. Not just anyone can manage that. She's as open-minded as they come.
じゃあ、俺はお前の何?
That should be obvious.
もちろん。
You're the one I love. You're more important to me than anyone or anything. I want to spend my life with you.
そこは恋人でいいだろう。
Attack 100, defense 0. Oh, right. Of course. I've never met anyone that comes up with the lines she does. Which is why I don't know how or when to anticipate them. It's bad for my heart. Friendship, huh? I see, so that's how it winds up being interpreted. When I heard about what these flowers represent, you were the first person I thought of. You are endlessly considerate and full of so much goodwill. I thought they were perfect for you.
んなこと思うのはお前くらいだよ。
I'm sure that's not true. Grand Commander Cryas and Zen have most certainly realized just how kind you are. It's nothing so optimistic, but I don't want to argue the point and push her heart away. I just don't want to watch people die anymore. I don't want to lose the people I know ever again. All I did was team up with a guy who wouldn't die even if he was killed and the kingdom's strongest knight. Because I believed they wouldn't leave me behind. Tyrell, don't you know? People do die when they're killed. I think you of all people would understand that. That was a voice actor joke. Because he's played by the same guy who played Shido in Fate Stay. Did you get it? Chat, did you get it? Do you get it, chat? But if a single cog was out of place, I may have killed Cass. He's made too many enemies in the church. If the firstborn prince in the church had ever joined forces, I would have been forced to act. And I'm not even sure how long I would have remained alive either. I can't kill royalty. I've repeatedly disobeyed orders in the shadows. My transgressions were overlooked because I was useful, but he wouldn't need me once he was on the throne. I would have been executed. If goodwill and kindness really do exist inside me, they're as stable as an ice knife under a blazing author's... Yeah, that joke made more sense in my head. I kill my friends, let my life be used for another's goals. And at the end of it all, I die. Like a powerless child. The only reason things haven't turned out that way is because a single cog managed to continue turning through all the friction. I wouldn't be here without that cog. Without you. I tell her all of that after a heavy makeout session. I stare down my desire to keep her heart close and give it a good old punch. Now, children, violence is never the answer. You have a tendency to get very pessimistic at times. You acted the same way when you said you wanted me to give you an order. I'll forget it again. What if she forgets about having forgotten? You ever think of that? This is the stated benefit of CBT. Cognitive behavioral therapy. I meant cognitive behavioral therapy. Ooh.
今まで俺がこうなったのは決まって酒飲んだ後だ。アルコールで気持ちよくなると決まって自己嫌悪に陥ったり、昔のことを思い出して辛くなったり。
Maybe you should stop drinking.
そしてお前と付き合うようになって飲まなくても悲観的になるようになった。つまりここから導き出される回は
My god. Anastasia's a mutant with the power to sweat alcohol.
俺は一定以上の幸福を感じると死にたくなる。
Or that. You know, I can relate. What?
まあ、前より頻度は落ちたけどな。
Does that mean you can no longer be happy?
ちげえよ。慣れてきたって話だ。
Not that long ago, I wouldn't have been able to say anything if Anastasia had decided to leave me for another guy. A part of me would have just accepted that as inevitable. But not anymore. If she ever goes somewhere, I'll do everything to get her back. Hell, I can really believe now that she'd never betray me like that. And it's all thanks to her. What a gal. Aye. Anastasia raises her hand like a student in the middle of a lecture.
なんだ
I'd like to state my opinion on your conclusion. Even had I not been around, I find it difficult to believe you'd kill the Grand Commander or die yourself. You aren't that weak.
はあ分かってねえなお前は
Anastasia, you've literally seen him die, like, at least twice.
俺はなお前が思ってる以上に繊細な生き物なんだよ動物に例えるなら子ウサギ虫なら蝶無機物ならガラス細工それが俺だ
You know, real glass is actually astonishingly, resistant to physical breakage. Like, you know, you take a hammer to it, it'll go down eventually, but, you can say that about most substances. You do have a habit of warning me to be very careful with you in the morning since you're like a child. So let's take the middle road.
Huh?
This moment exists now because of the both of us. You can't argue against that, right? Without you, Prince Lucian's plan wouldn't have worked. And because of his speech, more people began to anticipate His Highness's reign. If that had failed, all power and influence would have gone to Conrad. We may have defeated him well before we took him to trial. I mean, I don't want to think that's true, because I kind of like the trial. I like trials. Trials are fun. We should have more of them. This result wasn't brought about by my power alone. All signs point to this being true. We succeeded because we showed that creep the real superpower of teamwork.
お前のそういう現実に即した説得は好きだ
Thank you, it's literally the only reason I bought this game. And I love you for being able to listen to and accept that.
けどまた落ちちまうかもしんねえぞ
I'd be disappointed if you didn't. That's fine. I'll just cheer you up again.
ずいぶん待遇いいじゃねえか
I reach out to her, willing to accept whatever affection she's ready to give. But she shoots upward. Oh, I almost forgot. I need to go polish my sword. And no, that's not a euphemism for something.
なぜ今思い出す
I won't be using it immediately, but I should do it before I forget. You never know when I might need it. That is also not a euphemism for something. But what? I push Anastasia down onto the bed.
何があっても守ってやるから今は俺を優先しろ
God, he's so needy. Okay. Master Tyrell? I bought 22 roses. The camera isn't zoomed out enough for you to count them yourself, but just trust me, they're there. Apparently, yellow roses symbolize happiness, kindness, and joy. A bouquet of 22 signifies a prayer for the receiver's happiness. So in the future, even if something awful happens or you struggle to escape your past, I want you to remember this. Remember that the person at your side wishes for your happiness from the very bottom of her heart. The camera leans back out and he's just bawling like a child. Well, I'm sorry you complained too, but that's the world we live in now. Also, I really like Anastasia's hair in this CJ. It's very artful. It's alright. I expect we'll need to toss the roses tomorrow.
Huh?
We're leaving for Rizzo in 2 days, remember?
そうだな 新婚旅行だ。
We're meeting Zen. We also aren't even married yet. That's why I want to turn half the flowers into liqueur and dry the other half. I've already looked into the methods.
お前にしてはいろいろ考えてんな。どういう風の吹き回しだ？
Well, one of your only non-depressing personality traits is how much you like to get totally hammered, so... It's customary in the Ichi clan to gift preserved foods as proof of marriage, right? Annie, stop. You're going to kill him. I received a bottle of wine, but I've yet to give you anything.
あれは男が女を幸せにすると誓うためのもの。証を立てるのは男側だけでいい。
Okay, but please consider. Fuck that. It is? I had no idea. I've made a mistake then.
間違いなんかじゃねえよ。嬉しい。すげえ嬉しいよ。ありがとな。
Aww.
俺は一生人を愛することはないと思ってた。それでも夢見ることはあった。
Okay, but how do you see out of the eye that's always covered by your hair when you stand like this? It's like to get really annoying.
好きになったのがお前でよかった。
Master Tyrell.
俺はお前がいてくれるだけで幸せだ。だからお前のことは俺が幸せにする。一生かけてな。愛してる、アナスタシア。
And roll credits. Chunk. Close curtain, roll on snare drum. Fiend. That was sweet. Just nice little palate cleanser after whatever the fuck happened earlier. What is that? Does that mean... Don't have one of these with Christ. Okay. Did I miss, like, exactly one? Okay, please don't make me go back and do it all over again. I thought we were doing so well.
心配しなくていい。もう落ち着いて。
Which of these? Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? Please be here. 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 Yeah, I remember we decided to go break into Yon Church to do the thing. I don't remember which of these was the wrong answer. Sorry, but I was spacing out. I didn't hear you.
着替えを準備したと言ったんだ。好きなのを選んでくれ。
Laid a number of colorful sets of sleepwear before me.
なあ、どれも可愛いだ。
Okay, that was it apparently. Well, now we know. Knowing is half the battle. Yep. He got us multiple sets of fancy pajamas.
なあ、どれも可愛いだろ。
Chris, I really like you as a character, but you and me, us and we do not get along. I've been meaning to discuss your spending habits for a while now. Why do you always spend so wastefully when it comes to my clothing? You're free to purchase whatever you wish, but I don't need this much sleepwear. I'm happy at the sentiment, but I only have one body.
俺今お前に怒られてるな。
Why do you look so happy about that? Actually, maybe I do know. Hey, remember when this happened? We really wanted an excuse to show that CG again. The foremost of masochists. Pain and shame only serve to incite his sexual pleasures.
なんだそのティレルが言いそうなセリフは。
See, there's a very simple explanation for that. It is, in fact, something Mr. Tyrell has said before.
まさか俺のこと。
It was. I wrote it off before since I thought he was joking, but now...
そんなわけないだろ。
Hey, we don't believe in kink shaming in this household. Unless you'd appreciate that.
俺はお前が恋人として言ってくれているんだと思ったから喜んでいただけだ。そんな歪んだ性癖はない。
Okay, but are you sure? I apologize.
まったくあいつはろくなことを言わないな。
That wasn't from the current Master Tyrell, so please don't get angry at him.
別に俺は痛めつけられたいとも苦しみたいとも思ってはいないが、お前相手なら別だよ。
Okay, so we're all aware of that little rule of communication where if a sentence contains a but, everything before it doesn't actually apply, right? I would never do anything to hurt you. I do not really want to make you cry.
俺のためを思って言ってくれているのはわかるよ。けど、そうやって自分の行動を狭めるようなことを言って、後から辛くならないか？
I don't know, does it? Gasp! Shock and horror.
ただでさえ、この世はルールに縛られているんだ。この人は何があっても許してくれる。そう思える人が一人でもいてくれた方が楽になれるんじゃないか？
Is that really a relationship, though? It sounds more like owning a robot. Like an unimpressive robot. Like a Roomba. Roomba with poor suction. Not that Cryas looks like the sort of man who has poor suction, mind you. It is.
説教臭くなったな。要はもう少し肩の力を抜いていこうってことだ。お互いにな。
Alright, now that we are through that, can we please and thank you get back to the actual game? Alright, that's actually a decently timed ad break. Because I have to shotgun through all this anyway. Goodbye, everybody. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Da-da-da-da-da-do. Do-da-da-da-do. Then we stabbed a bunch of dudes. Controller did not appreciate that. It growled like a panther. We're there yet? 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 Are we there yet? We're there yet? We're there yet? Why don't you button up your shirt, you whore? And then they rolled the credits. Alright, and survey says... Really nothing. What the shit? Well, I do not feel like we have time to really sink our teeth into anything else we have access to. No more short stories or anything, so I guess we'll be ending things here, I suppose. Yeah, I guess. Next week we'll be starting Zen's route, which I'm kinda looking forward to, because it also means we get to be wacky sitcom neighbors with Ish. And that will be very funny. But that is then, and this is now, and now I am going to go get something to eat. Because I need to do that if I want to continue being alive. Until we see each other next time, something, take care of yourselves. You should not die either, because I don't feel like dealing with that. And goodbye.